Danica here, and welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. Let's get into this. We've just got through with Molly. Kid had a hell of an imagination. Uh, I guess we're to the next part. Let's see what we got.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
I think that's cute.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Nope, there's a kitty.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
Well, the past in
When
y'all
we adopted
case,
a stray
dangerous.
kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Oh, don't think she was ever
When
going to
Edie
go,
told
to be
people
honest.
Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
What's the fun in that? If you're going to die, go out insane. A dragon would do that.
Her room was like a museum.
Let's check out Odin.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Because that's such a good idea.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
And how did you not see that coming?
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Wonder freaking why.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
It's interesting in the fact that he actually thought that was going to work.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
He was an odd one. Hey, he had conviction. Hell, he had the balls. That's saying something in general.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
It sounds like the mom was the worry. What the fuck is this?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
It is the biggest of traces. Good God. That's loud.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Excellent foreshadowing. Wait, do I go back out the window? Oh. Oh, wait. It's in the bathroom. Yes. There's a secret in this bathroom. Pat on the nose, ain't it there, Chief?
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Seriously, this is the creativity of this of the game itself, but of this family in general. It knows no bounds. It's amazing.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
I don't blame him if you find something you enjoy doing. Never stop.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
It's a pretty memorial, in my opinion.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again.
Puts an
And
old
he wasn't.
perspective on some of the stuff we used to do when we were
I
little.
think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Although I want to know who the bright idea was to put a swing here.
Dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do
There
it.
goes his brother.
I told him going around was impossible.
Shouldn't have told him that.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin.
No, he was still gonna do it.
Again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd
Christ.
still be here.
Good at
But I
putting
doubt.
you in the shoes. This game is really good at
I
that.
think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
And let's do it. We're so close. Got it.
The day he made up his mind to fly.
Shit.
And he did.
Just look, it makes it romantic, I think.
Calvin's
you
story
call it.
felt
Romanticizes
strangely
the
familiar.
deaths.
When I was
That's
younger, I
not a
remember
bad
trying to
thing
do the exact
necessarily.
same
It's
thing.
interesting. It's different. It makes you see the deaths as, for this family at least, part of living in this family. It's really, really different, and I like it. But unfortunately, that's all the time I've got for this episode. This has been What Remains of Edith Finch, and I hope y'all are enjoying it. It's a good game. It tells me exactly where I need to be in this game. You're gonna love it. If you like any of this, the way they do storytelling, the atmosphere of it, it's almost a celebration of death in its own way, and I like that. But hope y'all have enjoyed and have a good one. See you next time.